just wondered how what I've got to do again.
You go up, turn left, and then you go through this marquee.
Oh, so then that was at the airport. Hey.
Right there. Yes, that's the last time we saw her. Good job.
Wave your flags.
Don't watch, boy, see your face.
Well, our grateful thanks to the St. Ronan Silver Band for a marvellous programme of music here this morning at Tweed Bank. And in a moment, they'll march off to another marvellous Jimmy Howe compilation, which commemorates those hills overlooking Edinburgh, the Pentland Hills. So, ladies and gentlemen, a big thanks, I think, to St. Ronan Silver Band, the oldest band in Scotland, though obviously not quite the oldest players in Scotland, for entertaining us here this morning and marching away there to Major Jimmy Howe's Pentland Hills. Now, those of you with long memories will know that the original Waverley line from Edinburgh to Carlisle had 30 stations on it. There was Waverley, of course, in Edinburgh, followed by Portobello, Miller Hill, Esbank, Dalkeith, Newton Grange, Gorebridge and Tynehead, then over Fowler Summit at 880 feet above sea level, Heriot, Fountain Hall, Stow, Bowland, then through the Beauchamp Tunnel to Galashiels, Melrose, Boswells, Charlesfields, Holt, Belsies, Ascendine, Hoyk, Stobbs, Shangen, then through the Wittrup Tunnel and over the Wittrup Summit at 1,006 feet above sea level, then Riccarton Junction, Steel Road, Newcastleton, Curzon Foot, Penton, Riddings Junction with its branch to Langham, Longtown, Harker, Parkhouse Holt and Carlisle Central. Of course, the new line doesn't run all the way through to Carlisle yet, but the Borders Railway project has seen 7 new stations built, 4 in Midlothian, Shawfair, Esbank, Newton Grange and Gorebridge, and 3 in Scottish Borders, Stow, Galashiels, and where we have gathered here today now to welcome back the Galashiels ex-service Pipes and Drums, with 3 sets of tunes, starting with Shoals a Herring and ending with a tune which will be familiar to every borderer. All the blue bonnets are over the border. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give a very rousing border welcome to the Galashiels ex-service Pipes and Drums. shawls are herring, the bloody fields of Flanders and Cullen Bay. And the band will follow that now with the regimental march of the Royal Regiment of Scotland, Scotland the Brave, Bonnie Galloway and the Rowan Tree. And the Galashiels ex-service pipe band, with help from their friends in Melrose and Stow, will finish and march away to the Glendaruel Highlanders and all the blue bonnets on over the border. grateful thanks to the Gala Shields ex-service pipes and drums and friends. So, ladies and gentlemen, a very big hand, I think, for the Gala Shields ex-service pipe band for their marvellous entertainment this morning.
Standard three, so that's 6 bars. That's like 2 standards.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, back to a little music from Henry Mancini now. This is his music from Moon River. The Royal Train is pulling into Tweedbank, ladies and gentlemen, and as it does, David's Ross will play Everybody Needs Somebody.
She got that dress on eBay.
Battery don't run out. All we need now. Someone else? Yeah, you have a good
Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to begin by acknowledging the milestone which makes this a historic day for many people far beyond the Scottish borders. Your Majesty, today you become the longest reigning monarch in British history. supported at all times by the Duke of Edinburgh, you have carried out your duties with dedication, wisdom, and an exemplary sense of public service. You are admired and held in great affection and esteem in the UK, across the Commonwealth, and around the world. The reception you have received here today demonstrates just how strongly that admiration and affection is felt in Scotland. Now, as you may recall, the very first public opening you performed as Princess Elizabeth was of the Aberdeen Sailors' Home in 1944. And perhaps the proudest possession of the Scottish Parliament is the mace you presented to us when we reconvened in 1999. You have undertaken thousands of engagements across this nation, including last year the opening of the Glasgow Commonwealth Games. And of course, your deep affection for Scotland was shared by your great-great-grandmother, Queen Victoria, whose memory you respect so much. In fact, when Queen Victoria became the longest-serving monarch, she was also resident at Balmoral. So we are privileged, ma'am, that you have chosen to mark today's milestone here. All of us are delighted to be able to share some of this special day with you. And for those watching from around the world, let me say on their behalf, ma'am, a simple but heartfelt thank you. And by being here, you're adding an extra special touch to what is already a very special day for the Scottish Borders, for Midlothian, and indeed for Scotland as a whole. I know that there will be some people here who have campaigned for a Borders rail link to be reopened virtually from the day it was closed. It has been a long time, 46 years in coming, but today I am delighted that the persistence of so many is being rewarded. This new Borders railway line is the result of £300 million of investment and the expert work of more than 1,000 people. It involved building or repairing well over 100 bridges at 31 miles. It is the longest new domestic railway in Britain for more than a century. More important than those figures, however, are the benefits that this line will create. It will bring improved services for tourists who can reach the beauty and the history of the Borders in less than an hour. It will reduce car use and help the environment, and it will provide better connections for local businesses and residents. And it puts the Scottish Borders and Midlothian back where they always belonged, on the railway map of Scotland and of Britain. Your Majesty, one of the many great events you've seen in Scotland during your reign was 51 years ago when you opened the Forth Road Bridge. You expressed then the hope, which has since been fulfilled, that the crossing would bring prosperity and convenience to a great many people in the years ahead. This Borders railway line will do the same. It will help to generate prosperity and improve people's quality of life. By doing so, it will bring major benefits for Midlothian and the Borders and for Scotland as a whole. So it is now with enormous pleasure that I would like to ask Your Majesty to officially open the Borders Railway.
First Minister, ladies and gentlemen, the Duke of Edinburgh and I are delighted to be back in the Borders today, and especially to have arrived by train. It has been wonderful to witness the excitement which the return of the railway has brought here. The Borders Railway brings so much promise for sharing and invigorating this most beautiful countryside as a place to work, live and enjoy. Prince Philip and I are very grateful for the warmth of your welcome on this occasion. Many, including you, First Minister, have also kindly noted another significance attaching to today, although it is not one to which I have ever aspired. Inevitably, a long life can pass by many milestones. My own is no exception. But I thank you all, and the many others at home and overseas, for your touching messages of great kindness. So now, to the business in hand, it is my very happy duty to declare the Borders Railway open.
Ladies and gentlemen, on this very special day, 3 cheers for Her Majesty the Queen. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
Walked up the other way. It's so tiny. Just look up at the blue hat. Right, let's go then.
Rear car? The one I used on that
And so we bid farewell to Her Majesty and His Royal Highness, who have today left their indelible mark on the Scottish borders. And it was a pleasure to see the First Minister here with the Queen today. But on behalf of the Lord Lieutenant, Captain the Honourable Gerald Maitland-Carew, I'd like to thank you all very much indeed for coming here today. And we hope you will enjoy the rest of your day and have a safe journey home.
And what do you think about the whole day today? The Queen being here, she's come to Scotland on on this significant day.
very, very special day. For us as well, isn't it?
Lovely, thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers. All right. Cheers.
Maybe